Following video is not made for kids. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello to my subscribers. This is the TF Fan Geek. I am finally over the cold that I had all last week. I'm heading back to work tomorrow, so hopefully I'll be able to stay awake throughout the day. But before getting back on track with reviews, I don't know if you can tell by the sound of my voice, but I still have haven't quite gotten over the cold entirely, but I couldn't afford to take any more time off work. I was off work for 3.5 days last week, so yes. I just wanted to come here with this quick haul video. I know that's what my last few videos I've done. I've just, things have been, well, I won't say it that way, but basically I was able to find all the Transformers action figures I wanted to get and add them to my Transformers collection. So thanks to Amazon, but also another website called Collection Toys, I was able to get another batch of Transformers action figures in. So first up from the website Collection Toys, I finally completed my collection of Star Raiders figures. So here are Cannonball and Lockdown. So yes, I am thrilled to finally have all of the Star Raider figures in my Transformers collection. As you can see over my shoulder, I've got Filch, Road Pig, and behind Road Pig is Thundertron, and then I have Ferrac up on my pile of boxes up there in the corner. So with Lockdown and Cannonball, I now have completed the Star Raiders figures. So yeah, it's really thrilling to know that I finally gotten a hold of all of the Star Raider Transformers. So the website collectiontoys.com, it's a fairly decent website where you can find a variety of Transformers action figures. The problem is that their prices are really high up, so it's basically the price you would pay if you were to go to a Comic-Con or dare I say the phrase, scalper prices are what they go on their website. But for me personally, I was desperate to try and find Lockdown and Cannonball, so the price I paid for them was a little outrageous. I won't say what it is now. I'll save it for their reviews if I can remember. But the point is that out of all 6 of the Star Raider Transformers, these 2 are the ones that have become the most hard to find. Everyone's out there looking for Cannonball, especially. They're still sold out on Walmart's own website, so yeah, out of all of the Star Raider figures, if you want to collect all 6 of them like I did, but if you walk into a Walmart store and you find and you don't have enough money to buy all of them at once, I cannot stress enough to first collect Cannonball and Lockdown before you get the other Star Raider figures, which is the opposite of what I did, because these are the 2 figures that everyone is trying to find and add to their Transformers collections. The rest of the Transformers figures that I added to my collection are all courtesy of Amazon.com. So first up we have the third and what is currently the final box set from the Transformers Doom and Destruction collection. This is the Transformers Mayhem Attack Squad, which is the Decepticon equivalent of the Autobot Wreckers. So in this third and final 2-pack, or so far it's the final 2-pack of the Legacy United Doom and Destruction collection, we have Bludgeon and Ruckus. And of the 2 figures in this box set, for me personally, Ruckus is the selling figure of this box set, and the reason why I got it, because Ruckus is the third and final TriggerCon on, that's what the group of Decepticons that he's a part of, the TriggerCons. Ruckus is the third and final one to be given a modern deluxe class figure. Another TriggerCon was a Windsweeper, who was released about 1.5 months ago before Ruckus, when the Amazon exclusive Doom and Destruction collection box set that came with the Voyager class Prime breakdown figure, and then the third member of the TriggerCons, who was the first to be given a modern deluxe figure, was Crankcase, who was released at mass retail during the Legacy Evolution line last year in 2023. So with Ruckus here now having been given a modern action figure, it's nice to finally have all 3 of the modern figures of all 3 of the TriggerCons. Whether or not their rivals, the Autobot Trigger Bots, are ever going to be given modern deluxe class figures is uncertain at this point. Someone pointed out that of the obscure Transformers characters, Hasbro and Takara are focusing on releasing modern figures of the obscure Decepticon characters first and then saving the Autobots for later. So I personally hope that's a trend that doesn't continue and that we get modern figures of all of the obscure Generation 1 Transformers characters eventually. And then for Bludgeon, he's basically based off, it's basically his appearance, I believe, from the Transformers Generation 2 comics. His lower jaw, I believe, was ripped off by an opponent, and so now he just has a bunch of wires dangling down over the bottom half of his face, and so he's even more skeletal looking than he was before that happened. And yeah, the mostly green and yellow paint job that this figure has, that's definitely G2 Bludgeon all the way. So I'm hoping I will do good when I go back to work tomorrow and I won't be coughing all day long. But next up we have a couple of Transformers action figures that a lot of Transformers fans and collectors are going, why in the world did Hasbro and Takara Tomy do this? Because with these action figures, they're repaints and previously released Transformers figures, and they aren't new characters. They're just different iterations of characters we've already gotten. And so, for many Transformers fans and collectors, this amount of second versions and second variants of Transformers characters we've already gotten before, it seems like it's making the 40th anniversary of the Transformers franchise not that exciting. And these repaint figures are kind of like bittersweet realities to the fact that the a lot of the Transformers figures that are being released as part of the 40th anniversary, they aren't new molds, and if they are repaints and retools, not all of them are versions of characters we haven't seen in a long time, like Lockdown or Cannonball, but they're ones of figures we've already gotten recently. And so, case in point is the latest leader class Transformer to be released in Legacy United line, which is Soundwave with 3 of his cassettes, Rumble, Ravage, and most importantly, Buzzsaw. So yeah, this figure is a straight up repaint of the Netflix Earth Mode Soundwave figure that was released back in 2020 during the time of the Transformers Earthrise line. And someone pointed out that this is the because the Netflix Soundwave figure was also repainted exclusively by Takara Tomy for one of the Decepticon Nemesis Bridge 3-pack with Soundwave, Megatron, and Shockwave. This is technically the third use of the Netflix Soundwave mold, and if you count the versions of the mold that were used, since this mold itself is a retool of the Siege Soundwave figure that was released back in 2019, counting Siege Sound Blaster and Shattered Glass Shockwave, this is technically, I believe, the 7th use of the Siege Soundwave mold, 3rd version of the Earthrise variant, and because we already got individual action figures also of Ravage and Rumble in the Studio Series 86 line and the Netflix and Siege lines also out of between Soundwave and the 3 cassettes minions that he comes packaged with here, the selling action figure of this set is, without a shadow of a doubt, Buzzsaw. Buzzsaw is the selling character of this leader class box set, and he's the reason to get this because this is the first time we've gotten an action figure of Buzzsaw in the Transformers Siege Micromaster cassette action figure molds that were originally created for Siege Soundwave back in 2019. And Buzzsaw even has the honor of being, if I can get the angle right, he has the honor of being the one of Soundwave's cassettes that gets packaged right up there on the top. And because he's the one that's the most sought after, because he is up there on the top, unfortunately, if got 4 copies of Legacy United Soundwave that end up on the shelves of Walmart and Target stores here in the United States, there is the misfortune that because Hasbro and Takara Tomy haven't brought back plastic windows on Transformers action figures that are being released at mass retail, there is the unfortunate reality check of there is a potential for thieves to steal Buzzsaw and then sell him on the internet for the same price that the entire Leader Class Soundwave and Company Legacy United set is going for, or so. Um, most time, so because you technically get 4 characters when you get Legacy United Leader Class Soundwave. Hey, this is technically the a box set that's released at mass retail, which is virtually unheard of these days. Most box set Transformers are sold as exclusives, because that's usually what constitutes something being released at mass retail or being released as an exclusive. You get more than one action figure inside of it. There are exceptions, such as the Titan class Transformers figures in the past. So yeah, Soundwave is Legacy Knight Soundwave is one of those exceptions, since you finally get the first ever Micromaster cassette version figure of Buzzsaw, along with other variants of Ravage and Rumble. Personally, instead of Ravage and Rumble, I would have included a new version of Ratbat, along with any other ones of Soundwave's minions besides Rumble or Ravage. But I can kind of sort of loosely see why they went with those, because Rumble and Ravage were 2 of the first 3 cassette minions that Soundwave had in the G1 cartoon, and then Buzzsaw was actually the cassette that Generation 1 Soundwave came packaged with when he was released back in 1984. Yeah, so Buzzsaw was actually the cassette that Soundwave came with. It wasn't Laserbeak. Laserbeak was, I believe, sold in a 3-pack either with Rumble or Frenzy, while Ravage was released with the other humanoid robot. So yeah, Legacy United Soundwave, and then the next one is probably the most pointless action figure in my Transformers that I've added to my Transformers collection, but it's the Legacy United version of Metalhawk. Metalhawk is my favorite of the Autobot Pretenders, and I actually saw this figure at my local Target a week ago, but I didn't have enough money to get him, and by the time I went back with enough money to purchase him, Metalhawk was gone. And then just a few days ago, I saw on Amazon there was a used copy of Metalhawk, and so that's why it looks like he's all disheveled out of the box. It's because someone previously took him out and messed with him, and so this is technically a used action figure, and there's one of Amazon's disclaimer barcode stickers to show that it's not entirely brand new, but as far as I can tell, he has all the accessory pieces in there and he's not damaged, so I was able to get Metalhawk for a discounted price, so um, I will review this figure just because of how much I enjoy Metalhawk. But yeah, this is, again, like I said with Soundwave, this is one of those examples where if you already have the Legacy Evolution Metalhawk figure, then this one is a hard pass. And so when a lot of Transformers fans and collectors are starting to go, for the amount of action figures being released for the 40th anniversary of the Transformers franchise, it would have been a would have been a grander celebration for the Transformers 40th anniversary if we got more Transformers action figures of characters that either were brand new molds, or if they were repaints and retools of previously released figures, if they could be characters we either haven't gotten or entirely brand new characters, not just, like I said before a moment ago, second iterations of previously existing characters. Because what Legacy United Metalhawk has going for him is that, compared to the version of Metalhawk that was released in Legacy Evolution in 2023, that figure had Metalhawk's paint job that more closely matched up his appearance in the Transformers the Headmasters cartoon, while the Legacy United version of Metalhawk has a paint job that matches his original Generation 1 action figure. So, yeah, a lot of Transformers fans and collectors have been going, if you already have Legacy Evolution Metalhawk, this one can be an easy pass. So, with Legacy United Wave 4 slowly starting to arrive at retail outlets, I wouldn't be surprised over it's the first weekend of October of 2024, and so I wouldn't be surprised throughout the month of October and heading into November. I wouldn't be surprised if Metalhawk becomes one of the becomes a shelf warming Transformers action figure. I would not be surprised if that happens. So, just to try and wrap things up quickly, the next Transformers action figure, just like Metalhawk, I managed to get it at a discount price from Amazon because the box was damaged, and so I only paid, I think, $65 for this figure, including the sales tax, and I think it was worth it just for the damaged box to have a discount that great. But I wouldn't be too surprised if come Christmas or after Christmas of this year that the price of this figure would drop down to the price I paid for it. But um, I was just really thrilled to get this figure for the price of $65 because it is none other than one of the most anticipated Transformers action figures for the year 2024. And that's right, guys, you guessed it. It is the Studio Series 86 Commander Class Optimus Prime. So, yes, the Earthrise Optimus Prime action figure no longer holds the title of the definitive Generation 1 Optimus Prime action figure. That title now belongs to Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime. Um, Here is where the box was damaged on the front. Here on the box art, right above the small image of Optimus Prime. I am with the trailer opened up into the repair station. So I joked to myself after I found how much damage the box had taken that someone had tried to punch in to see if the Optimus Prime action figure was still inside there. So yeah, I'm really thrilled that Amazon was able to um, sell me this at such a great discounted price. Here's the one of the stickers that they use to show that a product was inspected, and while the box itself is damaged, the product inside is still brand new and by all accounts is undamaged and still sellable. So yeah, for the discount price I got, I think it was worth it for Studio Series A6 Optimus Prime. I would have saved Optimus Prime for last, but technically the final product is it's not an official Hasbro product. It's a third-party product. It's an upgrade kit, and I've said this on my channel in the past. I'll say it again since it's been a long time, but the only third-party merchandise that I ever add to my Transformers collection are third-party merchandise that I feel is absolutely necessary to have in your Transformers collection, and this upgrade kit I feel is definitely needed, and it is none other than the DNA Design DK-39 upgrade kit for the Legacy Titan class as Cybertron Metroplex figure. So yeah, the selling point of this upgrade kit is that you finally get I believe it's a 2.5-inch tall action figure of Cybertron Metroplex's Minicom partner drill bit. But in addition to drill bit, you also get new hands with articulated fingers. You get some gap fillers for the exhaust vents on the back of Metroplex's shoulders, and then you also get an extension piece with a ratchet joint that allows the buzzsaw blade side of Metroplex's battle axe weapon to finally be able to move up and down in alt mode. Oh, and it allows even greater articulation for that. So yeah, this is definitely, I believe, an upgrade kit that is worth adding to anyone's Transformers collection. Um, Once I get around to reviewing Cybertron Metroplex, I'm trying to decide if I'll do a separate video review for this upgrade kit, where I bring better focus on drill bit, or if I'll just do both in the same video. Yeah, that has been my most recent haul of Transformers action figures. Seven products in total, six official Hasbro and Tomy products, along with a third-party upgrade kit, my most recent third-party action figure, and I believe this might be my first third-party upgrade kit that I've. It's only the third one I've gotten this year. I got some upgrade kits for the Studio Series 86 Dinobots. It's about over a month ago. So as my voice starts to fail me and it's midnight and I'm losing time that I need to sleep, but I just wanted to hurry up and show you guys all the amazing Transformers action figures I purchased. So yeah, I'm really excited to have all of these figures in my Transformers collection at last. It's really a thrill having them all here. Here are both the official and third-party stuff. It's all pretty great. So thank you guys all so much. This has been the TFN Geek, and if my voice is working, I'll see when I can get around to doing my next review. So until next time, you guys, please remember to stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you to all my subscribers for your continued support. A special shout out to my good friend Emerald Transformers. Earlier this year, he hooked me up with Studio Series 8, Studio Series Bumblebee movie Sunstreaker, and I was finally able to pay him off for buying that figure for me. Another shout out to Ultra Megatronus, who gifted me a Angry a couple of weeks ago. Oh, thank you for that figure, Ultra Megatronus, and thank you, everyone. And until next time, you guys, transform and roll out. Goodbye, everyone.